In the dark abyss of hell, Beelzebub shines like a prince of darkness, representing the utmost greed and gluttony to the darkest degree. His image, with wings as black as ink and fiery eyes filled with a craving for power, is the epitome of ultimate damnation. Beelzebub, with a bloated belly bearing the marks of insatiable desires, embodies the most insidious of worldly desires and greed. He lurks in the shadows behind every corner of the human soul, whispering seductive words into the ears of vulnerable souls, leading them down a path of inescapable sin. Beelzebub is not only a ruler in the vast empire of hell but also an artist of temptation. Every action and word of his aimed at tormenting souls, turning them into slaves of materialistic desires. He stands at the pinnacle of dark power, a king in the fortress of sin, where light never shines. Through his gluttony, Beelzebub not only defies all moral and rational limits but also highlights the darkest nature of humanity. He is an ode to damnation, a chilling reminder of the cost of uncontrolled pursuit of satisfaction. Beelzebub, the prince of hell, is the embodiment of supreme power and authority in the dark world where he reigns. With his massive and imposing physique, Beelzebub leaves an impression not only due to his majestic appearance but also because of the latent power emanating from every contour. He is adorned in armor as dark as night, intricately engraved with symbols of power and immortality, both protecting and proclaiming an unmatched status in his kingdom. Beelzebub's expansive wings, each unfurling causing the flames of hell to burn even fiercer, symbolize strength and conquering capabilities. His eyes, gleaming in the darkness, reflect profound wisdom, penetrating through all schemes and intrigues. Upon his head rests a meticulously crafted crown, each gem adorning it carrying tales of endless victories and conquests. Beelzebub is not only a symbol of ruthless power but also the epitome of dark seduction, instilling fear in his enemies and irresistibly captivating lost souls. His image, full of grandeur and authority, forever remains a legend in the hearts of those brave enough to gaze into the darkness of hell. In the deep, obscure realm of legend and hell, Beelzebub emerges as a shadow filled with power and dread. With the title, Prince of Hell, he rules with an iron fist and a soul devoid of any light. Beelzebub, also known as the Lord of Flies, is not only a symbol of filth and disease but also the embodiment of gluttonous sin, devouring every weak soul daring to step into his fiery kingdom of hell. The history of Beelzebub is shrouded in darkness and teems with tales of temptation and downfall, making him a fearsome figure in folklore. Every gesture, every word he utters carries the breath of death and despair, causing even the strongest to tremble in fear. He manipulates flies, messengers of sickness and death, like a dark enchantment, turning them into an unstoppable force, a symbol of his power and presence in the mortal realm. Under Beelzebub's reign, hell becomes a melancholic symphony of suffering and desperation, where the light of hope can never penetrate the dark walls. He is a master of destruction, a leader not only feared but also revered by lost souls seeking redemption in the arms of the most merciless. Beelzebub, in his grandeur and horror, remains an enigma yet to be unraveled, a cautionary tale about the power of damnation and the allure of supreme authority. In the darkest corners of the spiritual world, Beelzebub takes pride in boundless power, positioning himself at the pinnacle of authority and dread. As the Prince of Hell, he is not only the Lord of Flies, creature symbolic of filth and death, but also possesses the ability to control and manipulate deep-seated fears and the darkest desires of humanity. Beelzebub's power is not just reflected in his terrifying and formidable appearance but also through his capability to sow disease and suffering. He can incite entire armies of tormented souls, using them as tools to expand his dark kingdom. With every step, he leaves behind traces of destruction and despair, turning everything he touches into ashes. Beyond his immense physical strength, Beelzebub is a master tactician and a highly skilled magician, using his words to seduce, deceive, and control. He weaves intricate plots, making even the mightiest bow, and even the gods themselves hesitate before his power. Beelzebub knows how to harness human greed and desire as weapons, turning them into pieces in his game of power. He is not only a symbol of malice and darkness but also the ruler of a kingdom where suffering and downfall are fundamental principles. In human tradition and imagination, Beelzebub is not just a fearsome character, he serves as a reminder of the power of darkness within each individual and the value of confronting and conquering those inner shadows. Beelzebub's power ultimately lies not only in what he can do to the external world but also in his ability to stir the darkness within each of us.